Hello everyone, hello guys, nice to meet you. I hope everything is okay on my whiteboard. So I'm sorry for the reflection, I cannot take it anywhere, so let's start. My name is Olga Twardovskaya. I'm a Russian numerologist and tarologist and psychologist. And if you are here with me, please wave me a hand in the commentaries. And today we're going to speak on the interesting topic concerning our children upbringing, and the methods of numerology we can use, or the information we can take from the date of birth of our children in order to bring them up properly. Naveen, hello, nice to meet you. How are you doing? I hope everything is fine. And of course, our children, we call them our big aim of life, our flowers of life. Of course, we understand that it's very, very necessary for us parents to know which way to open to our children, how to help to open the main activity of our children so that they can become wealthy and healthy and happy and so on. And as you may already calculate it with me together, you probably know already some small things concerning numerological aspects that we already calculated together. And when we talk about our children, not only we get to know the main tasks of our children, we also take into consideration our own numbers, our own tasks as parents. Hello Rafaela, hello, nice to meet you, nice to see you. And let's imagine, I just would like you to understand how it works. This is parent, mother or father. This is our child. We have our date of birth, and our children have a date of birth. Our date of birth has several significations according to the numerology, and of course our children have the same significations according to the numerological calculations. These can be tasks, personal task, personal karma, personal, how can I say it in English? The way of life, okay, let's call it fate number, and many, let's say, different aspects. The same with children, just a moment, I'm sorry. The same with children, task, karma, fate, and different other informations like personal diagrams and so on. When we get together, when we give birth to our children, we get into a tight connection between there becomes tight connection between our children and us, due to the fact that we all are personalities, we all have our personal meanings and significations. These meanings start working together. Task is connected totally tightly with the other task. Karma starts working with the other karma. Fate starts working with the other fate. And of course different other numbers, significations start to work together with our children's significations. And of course when we are connected with our children within our long life, we are connected during, I don't know, many years, 20, 50 years. We communicate, we help each other, we solve some problems in the relationship with our children. Of course, it means that our children and us are very tightly connected as souls. I can also say that this is a kind of karmic connection. Of course, it is so, and very, very rarely, but still it happens, that children come to parents from a different sphere, from a different dimension or something. It happens, but mostly we are in the tight... good evening, Mariella, nice to hear you. We are tightly connected with our parents, with our brothers and sisters, and with our children. Sometimes it happens that our children are given to us to learn some lesson, and vice versa, of course. That's why mostly we have these karmic relationships in order to give back some debt. We are debtors between our children, sometimes our children are debtors, and this is all very very visible when we make some calculations. So when we analyze the date of birth, me of course, because I'm a consultant, I analyze very many aspects, but today I suggest you just to make some small calculation as we do every time. This is just the first calculation everyone should know and should do. So I suggest that now we write down our date of birth, and the date of birth of our children. Well, let's suppose I'm taking the date of birth 0506 1986, and I'm taking the date of birth of a child. Let's suppose that this is 20th of October, let's say 2003. Okay, so the first thing we should analyze when we are speaking about the date of birth, especially when we speak about parental relationships, we analyze the first section, the date itself. So for a parent, we can see that the main strategy of the first period of the life, or the style of life, is being free from the mental constructions, leading a free life, a life of, how can I say it in English properly, the life of a spiritual teacher. But in order to become a spiritual teacher, a person must learn very much on this spiritual way, and only after learning he or she can afford being this kind of teacher. This person also needs a really good teacher in order to become such himself. So number 5 also gives us the information of family life, but in a kind of free manner, free in a positive meaning. For example, this person should have a very good family. This person should avoid divorces. This family should become a very good family man or a woman. But according to the date of birth, this man or a woman, even being inside of a relationship, must have some free space for his own life, for his own interests. That's why even being in a tight and a long relationship, this person should afford himself or herself going out with friends, reading a book, let's say so, or it's a kind of absence of mental dependence from the relationship. And according to the year of birth, we can say that in the third period of life, or towards his children or her children, this man or woman should take a real care of his or her children. So being a good mother, being a good grandmother, and so on. And of course we analyze these sections together, but I didn't mention about the child. For a child, this means that this child should respect his family, should keep to the traditions of this family, of this parent, because this parent is an ideal for this child. This child should adjust to the traditions of the big family. This child should love and take part into the sessions, let's say so, of the relatives. So being inside of the family, taking care of grandmothers, or grandfathers, or brothers and sisters. So this is the sign of the big family. And also this is an indication of that this child, when being a grown-up, will have his own big family. According to the month of birth, we can say that for this child, or for this person, money will be a very important sphere. It could be a family business. It could be spiritual growth as well, according to the year of birth. And of course, when we analyze these sections together, we receive the result number 3. And this means to us that this relationship really means child or children. So this is a relationship between a parent and a child. And a psychological small hint: when this child is already grown up, the number still remains the same, and this parent will take this child always for a child, even when this man or woman is a grown up already. When this man is a child, it's okay, because this is a parent in this relationship. When this person is a grown up already, the parent still treats this man or a woman as a child according to this sign. And after this, there can happen some problems in the relationship, because it's impossible to always be a child. But still the number is telling us that it's a kind of relationship for taking care of a child. Then, if we analyze the second section of 2 dates, and we analyze these things together, we receive the 16th arcane. It means the Tower, and I suppose, no, I'm sure, according to the numerology, I'm always sure, that this person will very fastly grow up and leave this parent for his own life, because this is a sign of separation. This is a sign of property and flat and home and house. That's why I think this parent will help his or her children to receive his own living place, flat or a house or whatever. And this person will separate for his own life, according to this sign. So there will happen separation. But this is a good sign for making business, for example. When this person is a grown-up, it's very good for these two people to make family business. Then we analyze the third section of 2 dates. And this will be the arcane number 7, which is the Chariot. This is interesting for analyzation, because on the later, in late years, These people can travel together, they can travel wherever, they can travel apart, but the thing that connects these two people will be moving forward or traveling. Otherwise, if the relationship is stuck, it will be totally impossible to to push forward these relationships. And let me see what will happen in these relationships for each of them. So this person will, how can I say it in English? For this person, this relationship can turn something unjust. So this person will think when problems will happen, that this person treats this unjustly. This person will be a kind of friend for his child. It's a very interesting thing, by the way, to know. Nextly, according to the late period, I think that a parent, a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, will try to escape the society of the child, because here we can calculate the hermit. The hermit tells us that this person will stay apart, stay away from the relationship, and it's better for this person to stay alone when this person is a grown-up. Then, interesting to notice that this person will also receive a spiritual growth. This is the teacher for the child. So the parent is a teacher for a child, and a child is a child for the parent, according to this sign. Now, this person receives publicity, receives opportunity in these relationships to show his face, to be public, to open the, how can I say it in English, just let me think, to be public, to be a star, or to lead some activity that demands publicity from this person. So this relationship will help this person to become public. And according to the last period, we can see that I suppose that this person will become a kind of psychologist in the late years for his parent. This person will treat his parent with full acceptance, with total acceptance. Yes, will be a psychologist. This person will come to his child for advice, for what else? When we need someone to, how can I say? When we need someone just to speak to. And this is a very good relationship, by the way. I do not see anything bad in this. And when we understand the tasks of our children, so the meaning of what I'm trying to say today, it's a little bit difficult for me to speak. I don't know why. Probably I haven't spoken for a long time in English, so I'm forgetting a little. So the meaning of the significance of all this, I'm trying to say that when we know the tasks of our children, we lead this relationship into the proper sphere. We try to avoid negative meanings, because I can also calculate the negative scenario, the negative script of these relationships. And that's why it becomes clear when we know about our children how to behave ourselves. If we know, for example, that this is the relationship between a grown-up and a child, even if this person is already a grown-up, and we see this sign, we try to try to transform this relationship into the proper type of relationship, not giving too much care to this person, even if it's our child, because this person is already grown up. I'm trying to be clear. I'm really sorry for my English today, but I'm really trying to explain what I think. Oh, I hope it is clear. Give me just some notice if it is, or if it is not. I will be trying again and again to make it clear for you. So the main core of the speech is how we should behave ourselves with our children. Knowing the negative scenario, we can stay away from this negative scenario. So now I suggest that we together calculate our type of relationship, and for this I suggest you to write down the dates and to make the basic calculation. So let's do it. Let's do it together. We summarize 05061986. We can summarize +0 +6 +1 +9 +8 +6. So 35. Then we summarize this result together. 3 + 5, this will make 8. And we summarize another date, this one. 2 + 0 + 1 + 0 + 2 + 0 + 0 + 3. So this is just 8. Also 8 without any middle calculations. Then we summarize these two results. 8 + 8, this will make 16. We are summarizing 1 and 6 again. This will make 7. Please give me a note if it is clear, if you have calculated. Because we are going to investigate all the 8 numbers just in a short variant. Please write down in the commentaries that everything is clear, that you have finished the calculations, and after this I'm starting to describe all 9 numbers. Please give me the sign. Write down for me. So guys, are you ready to start speaking about all the types of relationship according to these two combinations? If you are ready to, please give me the sign, and I will start speaking about all the 9 numbers. Okay, so I'm not receiving any information about whether you have calculated or not, I do not see it in the commentaries, but I suggest that we proceed with explanation, with how can I say it in English, oh my god, with the description of these numbers. So I'm taking this away. So if you have calculated your relationships with children, and the result is 1, that means that even if you are children or parent and children, or if you are in whatever relationships, that means that you are, both of you will fight for the leadership position. Some of you will, I even think both of you will try to be leaders, to take the power, the skill of leading after him or herself, and even fighting for leadership. If the result of your relationship with children is 2, that means it's a very good type of relationship. It brings harmony, but also it is a kind of partnership relationship. So that means that you can lead your business together with your children. It means that you really need to take care of your children, and the children also need to take care of you, because this is a sign of the high priestess. She is very soft, she's caring, very caring, and when bringing child up, you should be a very ideal mother or very ideal father, always cooking, always taking care, always listening to, always understanding, and so on. When the type of relationship with your children is number 3, that means that it's the type of relationship when one is a real child and the other is a real grown-up. So it's never ending a relationship, mother and child or father and child. This is the type of relationship that I told you here. When one is always a child and the other is always a parent. When a child is small, it's okay, everything is on its place, but when a child grows up, it's too much care towards a grown-up child, so it's not okay. And here we can correct our relationship. Now, when the type of relationship is number 4, that means it's a kind of profession growth. That means in this type of relationship, a mother or father clearly understands that he or she must give or must open the way to a child for a professional growth. In this type of relationship, it's totally forbidden to allow a child being lazy. So it's obligatory to make a child go to different sections, to swimming, to singing, football, different type of sports, or drawing, whatever classes, because a child should really take his decision or her decision, which way to go and where to take the orientation on this or that profession. So this is a sign of professionalism. A parent should open the way to the child according to the in the sphere of the future profession. Now, when the type of the parent and children relationship is 5, it means, as in such case as well, it means that one is the ideal or the teacher for the other, and it's not obligatory that the teacher is the parent. It can happen so that a child is a teacher for a parent. It's okay, because the souls do not have the age. Of course, according to the matrix numerology, they do have the age, but in this case, we do not speak about the age of the physical body. We do not speak about the age of the souls, but still we receive lessons, as I told you before, and we give the lessons to our children, our parents, and so on. That's why this relationship should be very ideal. It should have traditions. It should have spiritual meaning. And as I told you, one is the teacher, spiritual teacher, and the other is the follower. Now, when you have relationship number 6 in your parent and children relationship, it's a very good sign for family. When the child is small, it's okay, because this family is a ideal family, the harmonic family, if I'm mistaken to use the word. But again, when a child is grown up, we see that it's too much care. But here we can see some small detail. When a child is small, in this type of relationship, number 6, the family should show ideal type of family. A mother should be loving towards a child, loving towards her husband. The father should be ideal father. He should show himself a good father, a good family man, a good professionalist. And the ideal between a mother and a father, when a child is small in this type of relationship, should be ideal, because being in this kind of family, a child takes the knowledge or takes the model of the family, and when the child is grown up, he or she takes this model of the family, and his own life becomes the same as he saw before when he was a child. That means in this type of relationship, very much depends on the grown-up part of this family, from mother and father. Now let's pass to the number 7. If the type of relationship is number 7, that means this is a kind of very fast relationship. This family travels a lot. This couple, mother and child or father and child, travels a lot together. This family can set many goals. This family will try always to achieve something new, and these achievements can always come while traveling. This is the type of family that always develops, always goes forward. I know very many families, traveling families by the way, where I can find this number 7 in the main number of relationship between grown up and a child. This type of family always connects with teaching, with forwarding the knowledge from a parent to a child. So this is also a very good sign for the family. Let's go forward to number 8. If your type of relationship with a child is 8, that means that in the family everything succumbs to the materialistic sphere. In this family or in this relationship, the people are connected according to money, according to career. Parents always instruct children to grow in the career. They try to be themselves a career man or career woman. and they expect from the children to be the same. And normally in this type of families, grown-ups open the life, open the materialistic sphere of life to their children. So let's imagine when a father or a mother tries to help his or her child with starting a career by inviting him or herself in the age of, I don't know, 18 years to start a career in the same company that a father or mother works. It's a very good start for the family that has in the relationship of a grown-up and child this sign. So the family opens the materialistic sphere of life. And the last number that we have to analyze is number 9. When we see the type of the relationship number 9, we can understand that this couple, mother or a child, or father or a child, is a kind of temperance to each other, is a kind of full understanding. They see the core of each other. They normally do not conflict with each other. It's a kind of harmonic couple of a grown-up and a child. They always take care about each other. They forgive each other. They do not keep anger towards each other for a long time. So this is a very good relationship between grown-ups and children, especially when mother and father are already really old and the children are quite grown-ups, because this is a sign of the hermit, and the hermit is an old man. And very important that a grown-up child should really take care about his old parents, mother or father, in this type of relationship. It's obligatory. Otherwise, when a grown-up child doesn't take care of his or her old parents, he will lose or she will lose her parents first, then he or she will start losing very beloved people to him or her. I hope you understand what I mean. So life will start taking away one by one people from the life of this already grown-up child, so this person. So this is a kind of a hint to analyze relationships between a couple of mother and child or father and child. Of course, when we construct the diagrams for our children, I just will make it for you, the diagram of career. Oops. So we can construct, just a moment. I will make a diagram for this child, the diagram of career. So the diagram of career for this person is very interesting diagram. Just a moment, I'll finish the calculation for this. So we can see for this person, the diagram of career. For us as parents, it's very important to know how the career is growing. So the career starts in 16 years, and for this person, I just bet that parents will force a child to go for studying, to go for the university. This person doesn't want going to the university, absolutely, and even if this person will enter the higher school or university, studying will not give pleasure to this person. And I suppose that after 24 years, this person will start learning himself, and will start studying in the university that he or she wants. So that means that in the early age, to 24 years, it's totally impossible to make this person enter the university, the high school, and so on and so on, the college, and any type of studying enterprise. I'm not sure about this word, but it's okay. And only after 24 years this person will want studying himself, and by the age of 54 years he will make a very good career. So this will be a period of his own studying, of his own preparing the platform for his career. And when we know as parents about this case, about this information, of course we do not force, we do not break our children to do what she or he doesn't want to do, he or she is not meant to do, and so on. And there will be 3 sections of career. This is the first studying process. I suppose that this person will not enter the university, as I told you, or even if she or he goes to the university, the studying will be very bad. Then the career grows until 54 years, then career changes suddenly, very suddenly, or just within 6 years. 6 years, and then there is a new start of any other type of career. So guys, I think it's enough for today. I just show you how we can analyze the relationships between us and our children. Of course, this is just small part. Mara, hello Mara, I just didn't see your hi. What I showed you is just the small section of consultations. If you're interested to know more about your relationship with children, how to make your children happy according to their fate numbers, so you're welcome for the personal consultations. I'm always online. Please write down to me. Ask questions if it's needed. I will be happy to answer them. And when we see the consultation plan, I'm showing the following information. I'm showing, of course, the diagrams. The diagrams of career, of finance for the child, for the whole life, the diagram of personal life, the diagram of his or her fate. It's important to know. We combine all the numbers that we can calculate for personally for a mother or a father, and personally for children. Karmic signs, there are 5 karmic signs. The common karma of relationship, we can calculate common tasks in the relationship. We can calculate the problematic spheres of the relationship in order to avoid all the problems connected with the children. We can see psychological portrait of a child. We can analyze psychological portrait of a parent, and we can combine them, these two types of psychological portraits. And we can make a prognostics for every year further on. Normally I'm doing it for 5 coming years. So just to know how to deal with those events that are expected. So I'm repeating that I'm waiting for the commentaries or for questions. I'm really happy to answer your questions. I think that for today we are finishing our session. I hope it was useful for you to understand how it works. So further on, we're going to meet again and again every Wednesday. My name is Olga Twardovskaya. I'm a Russian numerologist, tarologist and psychologist. So I'm happy to be on Bridges of Light. I'm welcoming you, I'm waiting for you for welcome next Wednesday. So have a good evening. Bye bye.